up, guys? How you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. So welcome to my channel. Now if you're new here, subscribe, like, comment, and share. So guys, on today's video, we are gonna talk about how to get a woman to fall in love with you. Now, I know you quite all of you must have listened to other YouTube relationship content creators. They must have given you advice like, in order to get a woman to fall in love with you, you need to, take them on an expensive vacation, buy them expensive gifts, to show to them that you really appreciate them. But guys, if you do those sort of things, you're gonna get conditional love. They're gonna love you for what you can provide for them. And when these gifts are not coming no more, they're gonna leave you. We see this in the life of NFL players, of NBA players, immediately and soccer players, immediately their contract comes to an end, you know in their respective leagues. You find their girlfriends, always want to leave them. They always, file for divorce. And that is it, because they spend their time, pouring money upon these women, giving them whatever they want, to show them they really appreciate them, they really love them, how they value them. But in return, these women, they were with them just simply because of the fame that comes along with, a relationship with this footballer or this basketballer, and the money they can provide. So now that this contract has come to an end, their contract has come to an end. They can no longer play, football, basketball, or any other, sports. It's needless being with them. We've seen this in the lives of so many, sport celebrities, sports male celebrities. So guys, these 5 points which I've researched to help you guys to get your woman to fall in love with you, you know, these 5 points that I've researched are points which are gonna arouse, unconditional love in the soul of this woman. Unconditional love. Now, even if you're ugly like this, or you look like this, and your friends have said, with that ugly looking face you've got, a woman can never fall in love with you. I'm telling you, it's a very fat lie. If you apply these 5 points I've researched, guys, this girl is gonna fall in love with you with no time. If you do it, apply it consistently for like 2 or 3 months, this girl is gonna fall in love with you with no time. She's gonna fall in love with you. She'll start professing her love. She'll be so loyal to you, emotionally, financially, physically. She'll be in your relationship. She'll be so loyal. So, guys, these 5 points are gonna arouse unconditional love. Now, where does unconditional love come from? Unconditional comes from natural emotional feelings of love that are embedded in your soul. So if you want this woman to fall in love with you unconditionally, you've got to do things that will arouse natural emotional feelings of love that this woman will just have for you, that you'll be in the mindset of this woman day and every day, not simply be in the mindset, because of what you can provide for her, but be in her mindset because of just, she cannot do without you. She just needs you around, she just needs you around her. So guys, these 5 points are, number one, you make love on the bed and not have rough sex. Now, guys, there are so many guys who really want their woman to fall in love with them. Now, if you want your woman to fall in love with you, you are not gonna make rough sex with her. If you make rough sex with her, you are not going to inbuild in her natural emotional feelings of love. So you've got to make love with her. Now, you don't have sex. There is no way you can make love with your woman and expect her to develop feelings of love with you, or with you, if you make love on the kitchen counter, or if you have sex with her on the kitchen counter or on the table. But you have to do the natural Adam and Eve way. You get on her on a bed, or you get on top of her, you kiss her. You are so gentle, you're so tender, softness. When you're so soft around that woman, she start generating soft feelings for you. She start become so soft towards you. That hardness that she had against you, it's gonna come down. She's gonna start behaving so soft and kind towards you. And those are the first features or characteristics of someone falling in love. So when you're on top of her, you're so gentle, so tender. Do not rush it. Be calm, penetrate peacefully into her, and you start telling her, you whisper in her ears, I love you so much, I love you so much, you are the apple. Those things, you start saying those sort of things. And you get her, as time goes on, even if she hates you, she'll start responding to. And when she leaves that bed, she's got feelings for you already inbuilt in her. She's developed a softer side towards you. Now, natural emotional feelings of love have already been sowed deep. The seed has already been sowed deep down in her soul. As she leaves, she has left with you deep down in her soul, not for the wrong reasons of, her developing feelings for you because you can provide her, wealth and everything, but for just natural emotional feelings of love, not attached to what you can provide, but her loving you for who you are. So, guys, that's number one. You make love and not make rough sex. You make love, you don't do rough sex. If you really want that girl to fall in love with you, start making love, guys. If you apply this like for a month, you see, her attitude towards you will change. She'll start appreciating you. She'll just develop a softer side for you. I'm telling you, guys. So number two, watch romantic movies. Yes. Number two, watch romantic movies. Now I know due to your work schedule between you and this the woman you're in love with, it, it will be so hard for you guys to really sit down and have watch your romantic movies, but you have to make time for that. If you have to make time, if you really want this woman to fall in love with you, you have to make time for both of you, and you have to make time for her to sit, you guys sit together with your popcorn, watch your romantic movies. Now, when you keep on watching romantic movies two, three times, or four times a week, she'll start developing natural feelings of love for you. Watch romantic movies like Romeo and Juliet or Titanic. And while you are watching these movies, or you watch romantic movies of which the woman from the beginning never had interest, like the man, wasn't attracted to the man, hated the man, but later on, at the end of the movie, she developed feelings for her man and fell in love with her man. So those sort of romantic movies are gonna restructure her character towards you. Are going to restructure her love character towards you. We should start seeing you. Oh, I've been rejecting this man. I've been hitting on this man for like a while. What if this man is the right man for me? He's so peaceful, he's so sweet, and he's so wonderful. So, guys, why you guys are in the mood watching this romantic movie, when the love interest is kissing, the love interest are kissing, you should also hold her and kind of like kiss her. But before we get into that, guys, your right arm should be around her shoulder. Your right arm should be around her shoulder like this. She's seated here, you're seated here, your right arm. Pull her closer to you because we need that connection. We need that connection to develop natural emotional feelings of love. You can't be watching a romantic movie, and she is not beside you, close tight to you. She's far away. That natural emotional feelings of love is not gonna develop. The seed will not be sown, deep down in her soul. So you have to get her close to you, and when she's close, make sure her head touch your chest. Her head should be laying on your chest and getting your heart beating. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. So, guys, I take you guys to details because I really want your relationship to succeed. So that's why I'm giving you guys details, every single tiny, peeny detail. If you apply these things, guys, these 5 points, I'm telling you, you're gonna come back and appreciate me and thank me. I'm telling you guys. So, yes, her head should be on your chest so that she can get your heart beating. And when the two love in, then you should ruffle her feathers, or you should kind of like romance her arm up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, like you keep romancing her, and you guys are watching. Then you start telling, whispering in her ear that, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you so much, you're so beautiful. Those sort of things. When the love interests are kissing you, just start kissing her. You just start kissing her. So, guys, that's number two. Watch romantic movies. Number three, always cry in front of her when she does you wrong. Even if you are a guy with strong eyes, of which tears can run down, easily. You have to fake the tears, you have to put on you. I've heard you grind onion and put in your eyes. Yes. You have to fake it till you make it. You have to fake it till you cause her to fall in love with you guys. I know you guys must be laughing, but you have to fake it till you make it. That is it. So you kind of like look for ways, like you grind onion and put in your eye so that you can get watery, and you rush to the kitchen and you grind onion and put in your eye. Before we get to that, you understand. So guys, you know, don't be hard. You want her to fall in love with you, and if you guys are in a conflict or you are beefing, when she starts raising her voice with you, you don't raise your voice. You just have to be calm. Instead, you should cry, because if you start raising your voice against her and start talking, you're gonna alienate her from you. Remember, she doesn't love you. She doesn't love you. You are the one in love, and you want her to fall in love with you. So you are not gonna fight or talk or get physical or hit something or hit the table. Not necessarily hit her, but hit the table or hit a chair or break something. No, you don't do violent stuff like that. That will give her the right to say she can never fall in love with such a violent person. So you're gonna avoid that. What you're gonna do is, when she starts beefing with you and saying, no, 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 I don't like you, I don't do this, I don't do this, instead you should cry. I know it's hard for a man to cry. We always, when I'm being hated, when I'm being talked against, when they cry, because they say crying is for women and a man who cries is a weakling. No, they say for a woman to move a man's heart, a woman can move a man with her tears. A man also can move a woman with his tears. Let's not forget that. The power of tears is something which both genders can use, to gain the trust, the confidence, or the love of each of the gender. It's not just for a man, it's not just for a woman, but for a man also. Now, listen, this is how you're gonna do it. Now, let me take this example. She left, around 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and she says she's going to meet her friend. She'll be back around 6 p.m. But she came back around 11 p.m. at night, close to 12 a.m. at night. You're just gonna, you are not, don't, she's already coming, she's prepared, she knows you're gonna attack her, but you should be calm. You should just kind of like talk to her slowly and peacefully. Even if you're a man with so much anger, you're so angry, just talk with her slowly and peacefully. Like, I was like, you said what happened? Like, I don't like the way you treat me. It's so disrespectful to me. You didn't even call me, to tell me that you were at this place or at 10 p.m. You told me you were gonna be back around 6 p.m. What is going on? You start talking like that, and she would try to kind of like get hard up or rush you because she doesn't love you. She'll get walked out and start talking. Oh no, if you don't like it, let's break up. All those sort of things. You don't want her to even say that. When she starts talking like that, or you start crying, yes. Make sure before it gets to that point, you've already rushed to the kitchen and mash onions and or blend onion and put in your eyes, and then wipe it to remove all signs of onion on your face, and you just start. If you're a man whom it takes you hard to cry, you know, you start crying, or you think of one of the most sorrowful part of your life that sorrowful experience which you've had in the past, which, or your mom dying, or the death of your mom, or the death of your father. You just use that. You just think, take yourself back into that moment, of which it was so hard for you, and you just kind of like rethink it, and you start crying. If you're someone, it's hard for you to say, you just start crying. You start telling her, I've done everything possible within my means to get you to fall in love with me, to get you to see me as, a man who is worthy for you, worth your time, or worth your life, to spend his life with you. You start crying. I've done everything. I'm telling you guys, she's not gonna walk away. She's gonna come back and start comforting you. When she starts comforting you, telling you, please, I'm sorry, do not cry. Because when you start crying, no woman is gonna walk away. They know very well it's hard for a man to cry. And when a man cries, they know truly, truly, this man, this man is in love. This man, feels a lot of pain. And they cannot walk away. When she comes, she will come back and start comforting you. And when she starts comforting you, that's you winning. You've already sowed natural emotional feelings of love deep down in her soul. And when you guys are done from that scene, she walks away. She's already got a piece of you in her soul, because that's what love is. Love is walking around with your love partner deep down in your soul. The partner which you love deep down in your soul. Now she'll start thinking of you. You know that hardness that she had against you would fall, and now she'll start developing a soft side for you guys. God, this point is so long. Number four, always hug her tightly when she comes home from a very long distance, and give her a long, wet kiss. You have to hug her tightly. And when she comes home from a very long distance, if you really want her to fall in love with you, you don't do, 50 seconds or 30 seconds hug. You do long hugs like for 5 minutes, where you hold her tight and let her head be on your chest, so that she can get your heart beating. You hold her tight, you tell her, oh, these 5 days which you've been away from me, it has been so hard for me, it has been so hard for me to cope without you. You just hold her, start whispering down into her ears, hold her tight. You'll find her, she might not hold you tight. As time goes on, she'll start holding you tight. Then when you kiss her, it should be wet, deep kiss, and it should be slow. You should be slow. And make sure before you kiss her, you should have, you must have brushed your teeth before preparing for that scene. You must have brushed your teeth. If you're a man with mouth odor, do not be ashamed. It's something natural. You spray in mouth perfume. You spray mouth perfume, because if you're a man with mouth odor, you kiss her, it's gonna arouse disgust, and that disgust is gonna kick away the natural emotional feelings of love which you're trying to, so deep down into her soul. So yes, so you just kiss her, you know, then you kiss her wet kiss. If she's the one with the mouth or the guy, you just pretend. You have to fake it till you make it. Pretend, even if it's not going, the mouth. Just pretend. Hug her tightly, and make sure you spend close to like 10 or 15 minutes with her on that portion where you got on that post. Hug her, kiss her wetly. You start telling her, I've missed you. It has been so hard for me, to live these 5 days without you. That. When you start telling her, guys, if you do that like all the time she goes out, or supposedly you guys are not living together, all the time she goes and she comes visit you, maybe 2 days after 2 days, you keep doing that, guys, she's going to develop feelings for you. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not telling lies. She's going to develop feelings for you. I'm telling you guys. You guys are gonna come down at my comment section and thank me. Email me at my Gmail and thank me. So guys, okay, number five, always appreciate her weaknesses. Now there are women with so much stretch marks, which they are not proud of. There are women with, they don't have, good legs. They are ashamed of their legs, or they don't have a beautiful face. When you guys are into it, beefing, you don't insult her weaknesses. Maybe she always complains about her face. My face is ugly. You don't go around and say, yeah, her face is so ugly. I don't know what I'm doing with this ugly, woman. Look at that stretch mark you've got at your hips. Your hip lace. You've got a flat butt. All those things. That is gonna get her to alienate you the more, and not fall in love. Always when she's heated, she starts hating you, or you just hold her, and appreciate how you're beautiful. You have the most beautiful face. She knows very well you don't, she doesn't have a beautiful face, but you tell her you have the most beautiful face. And appreciate her weaknesses. When you do that, that is gonna get her, to develop natural emotional feelings of love, and for her to be safe by your side, because she's finally found a man who appreciates her weaknesses, things which she's not proud of her body. She'll be so safe, and that will, she'll start developing softer side for you, and that will lead to natural emotional feelings of love being, sewn down deep into her soul. So guys, those are the 5 points that I've researched. I'm telling you, if you apply these 5 points, you're gonna come back, to thank me and appreciate me that my girl has fallen in love with me. If you apply these 5 points, guys, for the next, let me say, for the next 5 months, 5 months, consistently, she's gonna fall in love with you. So guys, that is it. I love you all, but no, Jesus Christ loves you more. I would like to get your comments down at the comment section of what you think of these 5 points and my presentation, my video presentation. I would like to get your thoughts on that. So I love you all, but no, Jesus Christ loves you more. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye bye.